BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
What's going on? What's going on?
BS3 Network.
Travelmatic back with another great video live stream with my wonderful co-host Tiffany Sports and Heels. How you doing, Tiffany? Take yourself off mute. Now the wonderful people can hear you. You still on mute. Still on mute. Still on mute. Still on mute.
It's muting me on purpose.
There you go.
Hi, y'all. Good evening.
Yes. Glad to see you here. And if this is your first time joining us for Matic Mondays, welcome. We talk all things remote work, digital nomad, transferring your skill sets, all things remote travel a little bit as well too. And if this is your returning time, hey, I appreciate y'all joining us again. We are in wintertime. I got my Michigan Scully on because they made the CF finals, the top four. I've always been a Michigan.
Ain't you from South Carolina?
Yes, but I've always been a Michigan fan. Ever since
when? I've never seen you in anything with the M on it.
This is my favorite cap. I'm telling you, from 1998, 97, my first year in college. This is like my sentimental college cap. I wear it a lot when I'm doing creative stuff. It's a long story with this cap here, but okay. Yes, I love it. It's like my little blankie, like you have a little, it's like, but yes, since the Desmond Howard days, the Desmond, let me see my Heisman pros, Desmond Howard days. I've been a big fan of him. So so what's been going on?
Well, I celebrated a birthday on Friday.
Give it up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah, so I traveled last week, one for my birthday, and two, I attended the USA Track and Field annual meeting down in Orlando. So I kind of combined a business trip with a pleasure trip and spent a couple of days at Universal and Disney, kind of enjoying the atmosphere. It was fantastic weather, 80 degrees. So when I left Cincinnati, it was cold and rainy. I actually flew out of Indianapolis and it was cold and rainy there too. And it was very nice landing in that, it was 67. I got there 11:30 p.m. Tuesday night. So it was about 67 degrees, but it was 80s all week. It was phenomenal. Had a great time. Really enjoyed my birthday.
That's awesome. Yes, that is definitely awesome. I know you had a good time. I saw some of your stuff on Instagram, and I know myself. Man, I'm exhausted. I was deep traveling through the country of Brazil, Sao Paulo, um, Salvador, for a huge Afro Brazilian concert called Afro Punk Bahia. And as well as it had the World Cup is there, and I was able to see two um, World Cup watch parties, which was phenomenal.
I bet you that was crazy.
It was crazy. I watched the first one in Salvador. If you're not familiar with Salvador, Salvador is one of the most highly populated region of people of African descent in Brazil. So it was very enlightening to see people that look like myself um, that don't speak a bit of English, and so that was challenging in itself. But just that nostalgic feeling was it was just definitely in the air. Um, Shout out to Rebecca. Um, what is Rebecca's channel?
I'll find it for you.
Yeah, pull up Rebecca's channel because I got this. Rebecca is a machine. She is a machine, man. I thought I could hang with the best, the longest, but Rebecca probably from Thursday when I got there till I left Sunday night, late Sunday night. She probably only had about 6 hours of sleep, um, if that, and was the life of the party all day, every day, all night. Just like, man, you ain't tired. And yeah, just crazy, 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 crazy. But yeah, I wanted to actually what I was really nice too was to go to. Then I went to Rio after that. So I hopped on a plane from Sao Paulo to Salvador, Salvador to Rio, then back to Sao Paulo out. So yes, very tiring. And I had a chance to go to and then I met one of my other um uh people who had one of our participants on the channel who came on and talked um um Regime
Oh yeah, you did see Regime Bridges the Gap.
Bridges the Gap. We did a gosh, let me I got to show y'all that. I know this is all off topic. People coming to see about the Asia people, but the Asia she did a little video on us, and you can kind of tell I was under the weather on this video too. This is like the back end. I was definitely like not feeling it because in Salvador, I them people was partying in the rain. Like I'm talking about, it was pouring down rain, and I was soaked like 3 nights.
Oh my goodness.
There, like from head to toe. Like I left some shoes.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go to the gym for the first time in mad long.
Okay, for video purposes.
It's so annoying. Like, and
ooh, can't put on music.
there you go. So y'all, I ran into a fellow YouTuber, Travelmatic. Him and I and his co-host went live back in April or March, I believe it was. And it was such a pleasure to see him here in Brazil. He enjoyed the samba schools. I didn't get to go to the samba school with him, but it was such an amazing time seeing him. And I hope that he comes back to Rio. And maybe I'll see him in Salvador as well. Y'all go follow him on his page. Yeah, it was so good to see him.
We had the building, Atlanta, New York,
South Carolina connection.
Yeah, relatives, probably.
Yes. Yeah.
Yo, y'all, it's been real. Can't believe I met with you. Oh my goodness. So we out. This is it. This is what we ate. We just had fries and a burger and beers in Mazdadetta. See, I do it too. We've been here so many times. So, yeah. Good night.
Yeah. Give it up for Regine.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all got to link up. That's dope. That's what it's all about, right?
Definitely networking and putting each other on, you know.
Yeah.
She definitely put me on to, she told me, hey, you need to go to such and such at 8:00. I may not make it, but you need to get there. She's like, are you okay with going to the north side? I'm like, yeah, I've been to the north side last night. Like, okay, we'll go. And went there. And okay, this is my last thing here. I'm gonna show y'all because it was just awesome. Let me see, share. And this was just so awesome. Okay, let's see here. So yeah,
now, what was that?
That was a summer school practicing. Kind of took me back to my I mean, it's essentially a band practicing. Like they got the samba girls, which would probably be like the champagne dancers at a marching band. If they got, but I like the one thing that they combined the whole community because they had the older statement. The one, I think it was all the women actually. A lot of the older, I'm telling you, these women had probably been about 70, 80, and they were just in the back with their uniform on, a nice little dress, and they was with the band. So it was like, what you say?
So they was out there getting it.
Well, yeah, they had a little choreographer type performance, you know, not like doing a samba, but you know, kind of like twirl, and they had their hands out, and you know, it's about like maybe 30, 40 of them. And I thought that was pretty cool to kind of have the young, the old, the glitz and glamour, the pageantry.
Yeah.
It was really dope to see that. All them looking like my aunties out there. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
And no English. Nobody spoke English out there. So yeah, but I just blended in. No, people speaking Portuguese to me, I'm like, Estados Unidos. And so it was like, oh, okay, you just blend right in, especially as dark as I am. Like,
yeah,
you just blend right in, which was really, really assuring.
But linked up with two of our previous guests. If you guys get a chance, go back and check out the shows we've had with Rebecca and Regine Bridges the Gap. They were very informative shows. Talked about some of how they live abroad, what they do for work, and their decision to live abroad. Like Adrienne mentioned, Regine's from New York. She's now living in Brazil. She has a very interesting story, as well as Rebecca, who's an author. She's kind of a very eclectic soul. So I'm really glad that you got to meet Rebecca and hang out with her a bit.
Yes, Rebecca rolled out the red carpet for me.
That's dope.
Everybody knew her. Oh, you Rebecca's friend? Oh, okay. Well, here comes free beer. Oh, okay. Like, oh, that easy. She's the queen. She's the queen. I give her all the credit.
That's dope.
So yeah, what the people came here for today? We're going to talk about. I think it was last time we talked about South America, Latin America. Which you did, if you didn't get a chance to look at that, definitely. No, it was Europe. Europe. We went through Europe.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't get a chance to look at Europe, definitely check that out. I don't think any new ones have come about. They're about to drop that Spain one in January. The Spanish digital nomad visa for Spain is coming out in January. But so I wanted to go to Asia because that was one of the hottest ones when the pandemic first started. Bali is a hot Indonesia. Bali is a very hot one.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of the pandemic, but there have been other countries in that Southeast Asia market which have been very attractive, and a lot because of the cost of living there. The cost of living is, I mean, you can do it under it's some of the cheapest in the world for nice accommodations. I know my friend Ace was out there in Korea, Vietnam. No, Vietnam, I'm sorry. And I think he was I think $200-300 for a nice one bedroom. I know another young lady too I met in Colombia. She was saying in Korea it was like $300 or so like that for a one bedroom modern apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But we have just 4 on this one here.
Okay, who we got?
We have Malaysia to start off with all these ads. They know people will come to this information here.
So they just opened this 2 months ago, Thursday.
Yes, 2 months ago. Yeah, Malaysia. It's called the DE Rantwa Nomad Pass. Open October 1st. Annual income at least 24,000. And it'll be $1,000 in Malaysian money, or $215 US to apply for the visa. That's about the same. I mean, these digital nomad visas has been a money run for some of these countries. They just want to get that money.
Yep.
And it will allow you up to 12 months with a 3-month minimum stay requirement.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good that they point that out, because I know for Portugal, I want to say they there's a minimum requirement as well for that too. Well, for the D4 or D1 visa they have.
Uh-huh.
Most of these visas you can't just, because a lot of people want that visa and then may not actually stay there. They want you to have a certain commitment because they want that money coming in. They don't want you to just get the visa and then use that as some people are using it as a home base to hop around to other places, and they really don't want you to. They want you to be there, contributing to their economy. So it can be extended up to 12 additional months.
So is it open to only freelancers? That's what it looks like. You have to be a freelancer or an independent contractor. So this is actually not open to everybody who's considered a digital nomad.
Well, it says right here too, and remote workers who are employed by non-Malaysian companies are eligible. So you can fall into that too.
Okay.
That's another caveat there. But I'm a table that the thought I have with the last article I was telling you I'm gonna go over today that I just found. That keyword right there, freelancers, independent contractors. That's going to help, or that's what people should kind of be pointing to be a freelancer or independent contractor, ideally. And next we had another hot spot in Asia, and as everyone knows, was it Chiang Mai is one of the hottest destinations in the South. I mean, in Southeast Asia.
Uh-huh.
And with Thailand,
I'll say Thailand.
Yeah, Chiang Mai is in Thailand, I think. Right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's why it made me thought about Chiang Mai. But most people was working remotely out there with since the pandemic, but they never really had a digital nomad visa. I think until is it on here when they first? I think it is in play now, but they have not had it for a while.
It's in play now, starting in September.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. And so this is a long-term residence program. In September, which is meant by 4 categories of foreign applicants: wealthy global citizens, wealthy pensioners, highly skilled professionals, and work from Thailand professionals. Let's see here. Apply for Thailand's visas from inside the country will set you back 50,000 bahts or 1,220.
That's why they said wealthy nomads.
Yeah.
They don't want no broke nomads.
They don't want no backpackers.
Yeah, they sure don't.
This is for the rich and famous.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at the criteria.
Okay, the visas include tax exemption on income earned overseas, but it comes with strict restrictions. Remote workers need to have annual income of 80,000 for 2 years to applicant prior to application per the visa website. Now, they're really trying to get IT people over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, IT developers,
master's degree, or you have to be employed by a company that's listed on the public stock exchange.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Applicants must also be employed by a company that's publicly listed on the stock exchange with $100 million in 3 years prior to the visa application. Yeah, I think they're really trying to everybody can't go. Everybody just can't go.
Yeah,
you got to go.
I mean, you can go, but not under a visa for an extended period of time. We want to be clear. These are not places that you can't go and work. It's just you can't do that for an extended period of time. If you want to go work for a week or two, you're not going to have to worry about it. But if for an extended period of time, you're going to need to follow these guidelines. Yeah,
because I think Thailand is 1 month, and then you got to you can get an extension. I think you may be able to do a visa run as well too, but all that is actually really time consuming.
We got some people in the chat room.
Oh, we can't forget about the people.
There's some questions in there too.
I know you've been talking to the people. You be talking to the people. Where we at? Let's just give a rundown of people who was in the building. Oh, microwave. What's going on, my guy? We have Mocha, Bella. We appreciate you, Mocha. Back to microwave. Um, who else in here? She said good morning, good evening. Oh, we got the CEO in here. BS3. What's going on?
Hey, man.
And okay. Oh, he said, how long were you there? I was there about 12 days in Brazil, kind of like 3 here, 4 days here, 4 days here, something like that. Um, yes, yes. And I got some content coming on that too once I get some of this other content.
Recover. Once you recover.
And recover too, yeah. Ain't no recovering in content creating. You got to stay on that hamster wheel. But yes, my guy Brian Looker Baron, Jermaine, who is definitely out here transferring his skills. He's about to talk to a few recruiters tomorrow, hiring managers tomorrow. So I wish him the best luck on that.
Yeah, good luck on that, Jermaine. And Jermaine, Brown Liquor Baron's got some cigars that are 30% off right now, I think, for the holidays. So fellas or ladies, if you got a fella that likes to smoke cigars, you need to get with Brown Liquor Baron. He's got a sale going on right now on his cigars.
Yes, let me back up and tell them about that because I am a customer of Brown Liquor Baron, and his cigars are better than the shelf because he does not get them from the shelf. He gets them straight from the factory of Nicaragua and Dominican Republic. Yes, he does. I've seen them myself, and you can definitely um, tell the difference in the quality. Chemical free, no additives or nothing, just straight leaf binder and roller wrapper. I'm sorry. And so, yes, you can find him on Instagram. Brown Liquor Baron is his Instagram page.
Yeah, I think Chief's a cigar smoker. So there you go, Chief. You need to get with Brown Liquor Baron, get you some cigars. They're 30% off.
Yes. I'm trying to find his page here. Yeah, if you need to check him out,
I can get it. I put Rebecca's in the also in the private chat.
yeah, go ahead and get it. Okay.
I'll get it right now.
And so salute Chief. And then we have Mocha Chief. Mocha Chief. Cool. All right. So while you're getting that, I am going to we got BLB. Yes, yes. You got this, dog. You got it. And we got Learn Crypto TV. Yes. I got to check you out too. I saw your video you dropped in the chat earlier today. If you were interested in learning more about cryptocurrency, there's been a lot of shakeup in the market. But Carlos with Learn Crypto TV can give you a definite breakdown of what's going on, how to navigate the waters, to not be so skeptical about it, and just an overall good dude there.
Yep.
And let me put Rebecca's in here. I will also take a moment let me take a moment to stop sharing that. And, we have reached a point where we have to, start paying some bills.
Cola is the perfect soft drink for the holidays. Whether you're a young adult or a seasoned vet, eating tacos, soul food, or a traditional holiday meal, Coca-Cola pairs with it all. Picture this, sitting down with your family, friends, eating a delicious meal with a Coca-Cola on the table. There's nothing better. Better yet, watching your favorite football team score a touchdown with a Coca-Cola in your hand. Enjoy the real magic of the season by surrounding yourself with good friends and family, delicious food, and of course, an ice cold Coke. The holidays always find a way. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola.
Alrighty. I appreciate that advertisement by the CEO, BS3. Our first ad. We're going places, people. We're going places. We are going places. You on mute, Tiffany. Still can't hear you.
I said that was great. That was awesome. Great ad. Just in time for the holidays.
Yes, great ad. Let me pick up where I left off with the Asia visas.
Okay.
All right, and next we have Bali, Indonesia, where I was mentioning at the beginning. Excuse me. Indonesia launched a remote work visa on October 25th. That's not too long ago.
Yeah, about a month and a half ago.
Yes. The second home visa allows eligible foreigners to legally stay in the country for, look at this, 5 to 10 years.
They want that 5 to 10 years worth of money.
That's strong right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that may oversee Spain. Spain was 5 years. That's interesting. And it was kind of staggered too. It wasn't really like 5 off the top, which I wonder if this one is. Visa applicants are required to have proof of funds of at least 2 billion Indonesia rupiahs or 130,000. Okay. That's interesting. The money must be placed in Indonesia state-owned bank, and they want the money.
And they want the money in the bank. So they can freeze your account.
That's how they're gonna make sure you stay there 5 to 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Put that money in the bank over here.
Oh yeah.
So we can get some interest off that joker.
I wonder how that works if you're a U.S. resident and this is your second home, and you put all your money in a Malaysian bank. Like, how would you do that?
You wire it over.
But wouldn't that look suspicious to let you wiring money to Malaysia?
No, they. Uncle Sam gonna know about that. Anything over 10,000, over $9,999, they gonna know.
Right.
You probably have to fill out a form and before you do that ACH transfer.
Well, you know what? That's gonna be a tax. We're gonna have a tax show. We're gonna bring one of our resident tax experts to talk to us about this working remotely and taxes and digital nomad and taxes and to kind of go over some of that stuff, especially since it's about to be tax season come January 1.
Ooh, show idea. Bing, bing, bing,
bing, bing. I'm full of them, man. I'm full of them.
Well, that's all right, co-host. Okay, visa holders must pay non-tax state revenue of 3 million Indonesian rupiah. See that? We're going more tax stuff. The visa allows foreigners to conduct investment-based activities to contribute positively to Indonesian economy, which is not listed in the B211A visitor visa. Mm, okay.
That's interesting.
I think they may be just trying to slow down the momentum because it's a lot of people over there working remotely, and it's really this remote work is actually kind of throwing off the economy in a lot of these countries.
Well, yeah, because people are moving there because the cost of US living in the US has skyrocketed in the last 12 months. So people are taking the option to use their remote work status to live abroad for well under the means that they were in the US. And they're gentrifying and, raising rents in these foreign neighborhoods, and these governments are getting greedy because they're seeing how much money they can make off of it.
Hmm. But yeah, that's my main thing is the impact it is causing to the native people. Um, that they don't work. I mean, they don't make anywhere near uh, what is this one? And I don't know the average income, but it's probably 3% of what they're looking for a U.S. person to come and apply for this stuff. And so a little bit of gentrification, colonization, all that
Hmm.
plays into that. Um, but we be trying to find a way out. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Um, okay, but remote work did not officially appear as a valid activity under the visitor visa, according to Indonesia's immigration website. According to Reuters, over 3,000 digital nomads entered Indonesia from January to August.
Wow.
Yeah, man,
Wow.
it's crazy. 3,000 people. That's
Those are the ones who said they were coming there for that.
right,
Not even including the ones who said they were coming for vacation and have been on an extended vacation.
right. And just saying, you know what? I'm gonna work from here.
Yeah.
Something I would do probably. All right, and the next is it another one. I thought it was another one. No, but actually, honorable mention. What I was going to do was combine these two shows, but I wanted to um, bring up one other place, which I say was an honorable mention.
Okay.
Um, is South Africa.
Oh.
South Africa digital nomad visa.
Okay.
Um, okay. In the wake of COVID-19 pandemic, South Africa has also suffered a significant decline in tourism. The government is now seeking to reactivate the economy by offering a digital nomad visa in order to regain some of the losses suffered despite being announced in April 2022. The visa has not yet become active. The purpose of the article is to give a quick overview of what we know so far about the digital nomad visa so you can start preparing your trip to South Africa. How old is this article? I thought maybe because I know another country was Nambia as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's only like 2 in Africa. Let me see how to apply. Okay. This is how to apply requirements. Okay, here's the requirements. Valid passport, 3 months on arrival. Your passport needs to be valid for 3 months on arrival. Proof of accommodation, lease, hotel booking, rental agreement, health insurance, proof of income. There's a limit that the income requirement will be 3,000. To prove your income, you can use bank statements, proof of employment. You need to submit your employment contract or any other document that improves your self-employment. Yeah, I think there was another one too.
So, didn't we have one for Japan? Because there are visas for working in Japan, although it's not referred to as a digital nomad visa.
Japan.
Yeah, I had this. I put it in private chat. I had this a while ago because I have a folder for working digital nomads and visas.
Actually, I do have the African ones. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Um, and why Burning Boy just came in my head like
Because he's
I
amazing.
would love to go
and see him in Miami. He's gonna be in Atlanta.
I would love to see him in Africa.
He's gonna be in Atlanta.
When?
I want to say next week.
Okay. This is
Oh, he's in Orlando December 9th. I should have stayed.
Yep.
He's in Washington, D.C. December 8th. Orlando, Washington. We're getting sidetracked. Go ahead. Go ahead with the digital.
Yeah, you getting sidetracked.
Exactly.
Yes. We have Mauritius, which is I think it's an island off the coast of Africa. It's the premium visa program for Mauritius. Is one I like as there is no fee and no proof of income. This opens this visa up to a whole range of digital nomads who does not want to experience its stunning beaches, jungles, and mountains. Plus, you get to try great Indian curry dishes. Nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
And you have Cape Verde or Cabo Verde, as they may say. The Cape Verde.
Cape Verde.
Yes, a former Portuguese colony. Yes, they do speak Portuguese there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is remote working. Cabo Verde program is not advertised well. It is, but now we are definitely promoting it here. It is eligible for anyone from Europe, North America, the community of Portuguese-speaking countries, and the economic community of West African states. What else here? The visa,
Cheap.
yes, 24 for the visa fee, 34 for airport fee. 6 months can be renewed for an extra 6 months. This nice 1,500
a month.
income.
Easy. Yeah. Easy.
Cost of limit index is very cheap. 21% cheaper than the Netherlands and Belgium. Well, it says Cyprus and Greece, which I heard Greece is a little expensive. Excuse me. And then next you have Seychelles, the beautiful African island archipelago of Seychelles has joined the list with its Seychelles Workcation program.
Hmm.
Um, beautiful. I've seen a lot of beautiful videos on Seychelles.
Yep, lots of content.
Oh yes, look at that picture. There, just looks beautiful. Um, 45 euro per person. Um, that is a 12-month length. Um, what else? Income to prove unknown right now. Um, cost is similar to France for cost of living. The internet looks a little shaky, but I'm not sure about mobile. And as I mentioned earlier, Namibia is the first mainland African country to launch. Oh, there's the first. Okay. A digital nomad visa has a low income threshold of 2,000 a month income and is valid for 6 months, giving you plenty of time to explore the amazing national parks and sceneries.
Beautiful. We do have a question in the chat room from S&P Life.
Question. That's my guy.
Did we cover Lisbon, Portugal? And we actually did Europe last visa show. S&P.
Yeah, last month.
Yep.
It was in October.
Yep.
Really?
We covered Europe, which Lisbon is part of
Show
Europe.
before last. That was the show before last, I believe, right?
Yep. Show before last.
Yes. What was it? 3 years, I think. But yeah, we had it up there. Um, and they start, I think, this past month. They just started it, so jump on it. S&P.
Yep. It just started. It's called the D7.
It's the D7.
D7.
Okay. Well, I think the other one was D4. Must be maybe. But okay. So oh yeah. Namibia, very picturesque. Um 6 months, $62 for the visa. Prove that you can make 2,000. Your accompanying spouse 1,500 per kid. That's cumulative, all that. So if you got if you're married with a kid, it'll be 3,500. You need to show. I'm sorry.
For the household.
Yes.
So that could be a combined income of 3,500.
Yeah. Well, yes, 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 yes. But it'll be one person's name on the for the
Right.
but yeah. Um. Oh no, that was it. That's it for yeah.
Okay, can we look at the Japan one I sent you?
Oh no, let me see.
I put it in private chat.
You got Japan. Um, and there's like also there's also I'll pull this up. You can get the teaching. You can get a work visa for teaching English abroad as well too. I know Korea is really a easy a lot of these Asian countries wants to teach their kids English, and it's usually not taught in like they teach it on a like those after school program math like we may have here. Little I forgot what they used to call it here, mathism, and another little school, and they're little private companies, but those people hire Americans and pay them 15 $20 an hour sometimes to do that,
Yeah.
and they'll get you a visa to teach and stay and teach that. So I know a few people who have done that. So that's a way to get in Asia too if you're trying to work remote. I mean, stay there and get a visa. They will pay for you to come over there, give you a stipend, get your work visa for that native English speakers. Real smooth deal, especially if you have your TEFL. All right. Visas to Japan for digital nomads. Why was it not on my list? Uh, because there is no special visa for digital nomads in Japan.
Yep, that's what I said. There's not a special digital, but they have visas that you can come in and work on.
We are a working visa in Japan.
Right.
Um, there's not just one kind of visa for everyone, as they differ in the type of work you can do, the length of stay, among other restrictions you need to follow based on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Japan. Um, okay, for instance, there are no work visas available for hairdressers, masseuses, waiters, salespeople, construction workers, or and the like. Rather, these are 5 different industries that are typically granted work visas in private companies. I'm sure IT.
Oh yeah, they've got engineers, physical science, natural science. You have to have a degree. Humanities, legal, economic, social fields, human sciences, international service like translation, interpretation, language instruction, public relations, fashion, interior design, product development, and internal trade.
Right.
We
So,
also have expats that are, if you're an expat working for a foreign company that has has an office in Japan, then they allow you to come and work in Japan.
startup visa.
hmm So architecture and civil engineering, foreign sports instructors, sommeliers, pilots, processing, training animals. There's all kind of skilled labor um, opportunities and fields that you can still qualify for a working visa in Japan.
And these are the non-working visas, student visas, training visas for those training to learn and acquire any technologies, technical internships for internships after training under trainee visas,
Mhm.
dependent visas for spouse or children, uh, temporary visitor visas for tourism, as we all know, um, designated designated activities such as student internships, housekeepers for diplomats, and all of that under the rainbow. But that gives me a great segue to another part of the show before we get out of here. Um, because what people always like to see is some actual jobs. And the reason why I definitely wanted to bring in some jobs, because some people say, you know, man, travel matic, You just going to the Latin countries, you just going to the like you have to understand right now it is daytime in Japan. How I'm gonna work remote at 1 in the morning? Like it just doesn't work. Like it can't work like that. So I have to stay on the Western Hemisphere side. Your Latin America, your South Americas, which is only like an hour or two, if that.
Yeah.
Some areas is same time zone as Eastern. So saying that, if you still want to work remotely, you can work remotely. Why is my screen flicking like that? You can work remotely in Asia. They have jobs of remote where you can be on that same time zone and you don't have to be working at 2 in the morning trying to gather requirements as I do. About to fall asleep, and sleeping in the daytime. Trying to do things in the daytime because it's night here or whatever, vice versa. So, let me pull up a few of those. And I have a cool little position here. It's been open about 5 days now.
Let me zoom in.
Oh, you can't see it?
No, I'm talking about for me. Let me zoom in.
Oh.
For me.
Project coordinator. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit. Project coordinator. This is based out of the Philippines.
It says remote.
Yeah, it's a Philippines remote.
Yeah.
You could get like I said, you could get a remote role for anything, but 9 times out of 10, these roles are going to be based in the Eastern, Western, Central, Pacific. Even if you're in Pacific, you're still going to be at night in the middle of the night working on requirements or answering emails. You think you may be able to do it, but if you do it for like maybe a week, yeah. But if you plan on being there for months, it's going to start to wear on you when you at nighttime when you trying to get up, you got to go and answer some emails or whatever. So, so this is a cool little job. And like I said, you don't have to hit the home runs on working remotely, especially in Asia.
Yeah.
Where you can eat off $10 a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So your rent is $300, for modern living. So I have that one there. This is a simple role. Project service coordinator supports the project manager to team to ensure proper and timely execution of client projects and orders. Very, very simple. Not a lot of experience needed. Just experience with project management, customer service preferred, hands-on experience with ERP and CRM systems desired. You don't have to have that.
Right.
Excel, exposure to a range of different systems. Easy win.
Yep.
It's
a great entry-level role for someone who's looking in that region to use their transferable skills. You don't have to have had the title of project coordinator. You could have been a coordinator, a project assistant. There's tons of different titles that have similar tasks. So if you got transferable skills, that's a great way to break into a remote role that's remote and out of the country.
And next one we have channel marketing specialist by E-Team out of Thailand. Posted 4 days ago. And if you don't know about LinkedIn, or if you haven't had the chance to get on LinkedIn, it is a must. It is one of the it is the biggest search engines for jobs. A lot of recruiters you actually use them. Have their own profile, uh, company profile, and they search all. They can use all the analytics in scanning your resume, scanning for resumes that they want. These cooler features here, uh, easy apply. Usually, going to have more people to apply for these jobs because it has the easy apply. You can just hit click, bam, answer 3 questions, and it's very easy. So hence the word easy apply. You also, what I like to do, you can be a little assertive. If you have, if you come across one that has the actual poster, this is really saying the hiring team. He may not be the actual poster of this, but he may know who posted this actual one. He may be the manager of the person who posted this. So if you hit the message, if you have this, let me go up here. If you have this premium, it will have a template already drafted for this actual job here. I don't have premium now, that's why it said reactivated, but you can still message that person and send that person a letter. There are tons of templates online. LinkedIn letter for recruiter. You can copy that, paste it in there, and it's giving you that. It's telling the hiring manager that you're going above and beyond, that you're really interested in this position. Yep. So I can definitely help you out and kind of set you above the competition.
Yep.
So going deep, and it has definitely worked for me before. I want to actually put that out there. So this is a multiple sales and marketing stakeholders to develop the local marketing strategy and plan that supports local go-to-market plans and sales growth targets. The reason why I picked this because I actually have a degree in marketing.
I didn't know that.
And yes, at a concentration level, business administration marketing. So a lot of this stuff be easy. This is really more like just a little bit of spreadsheets, a little bit of they don't really have. They have like the business to business marketing, but they're not going to be. It's all about a fit with marketing. You have to be enjoyable and have personality in marketing.
Yeah.
That's usually what they're going to look for. If you have that bubbly spirit, marketing jobs are
salesman personality is what I call it. You're not in sales, but you definitely have that salesman personality.
Right. So yeah, that was a good one to promote Thailand. My next one is not that one. I think it's this one. Okay, customer advocate remote. This is out of the Philippines. And look at there. We got the hiring team message them. And then they have we are hiring. Bam! Hit that message. Hey, Daniela. Not like that, but yes, Daniela. I see that you have this position of such and such. I think I would be a great fit based on my skill set. Please take a look. That's what the actual template says or whatever. But this one is an apply. You actually want to apply first, come back, and then message her and hey, I filled out this position. I think I'd be a great fit. My skill set is here. I would love to be, subscribe to your not subscribe. So I've sent you a message to subscribe to you. If you can return the follow back, as well as if you have time in your schedule, so that we can talk further about this opportunity. I would love to sit down and have a short discussion with you about this, bam, bam, bam. And what you would probably say in that. And so, okay, this is about Apollo. The role. This position is open to Philippines, Colombia, and Mexico residents.
Wow.
Trifecta. This position requires full English fluency, as you'll be servicing a U.S. market. Um, Qualifications: 1 years of experience in customer support or sales. Has experience working in fast-paced environment while delivering high-quality work and exceeding targets.
So if you're an expat living in Mexico right now, this will be a great add-on for you, a remote opportunity.
Right. Or Colombia.
Or the Philippines.
Yes. So yes, that's all I had because we are over. Um Let me see here. I know. Oh, this is what I was telling you about earlier. We got 5 people with us. Thank y'all for still sticking with us here. We're gonna end it on this note here. This article I just picked up says more remote workers than work. Demand for remote work is showing no signs of waning post-pandemic, but there simply aren't enough flexible jobs to meet candidates' criteria, says Axios. Just 15% of the job vacancies advertised on LinkedIn are for remote positions, but 50% of the applicants say they don't want to be in the office full time. And while the U.S. still has a tight labor market, it is slowing somewhat, with data showing the remote market in particular is cooling fast, which happens to be an emboldening some companies to call workers back into the office. Yeah, and this is what I was showing you. What I was telling you about. They had. You was like, where did they get it from? And I was like, this is. I think this is from a. Well, this is from Axis, but I think they have LinkedIn data that they can play around with. And
Yeah. And I can confirm that 70% of the messages I get on LinkedIn now in the last 30 days have been hybrid roles.
I probably wouldn't say half. I'm gonna probably say it's still about 30% for me.
But I'm in a region where I'm in Ohio Valley region, so that's to be expected here.
Oh, I'm in the South.
Well, what I'm saying is that people in my local region area are contacting me for hybrid roles. When I'm contacted by someone outside of my regional area, then it's automatically remote.
Nah, them fools be trying to get me to move to New Jersey. Like, nah,
Well,
bro, I'm not moving on New Jersey.
I've had some of those too on my own dime.
But yeah, that's a big gap um between job postings and applicants. The word is spreading. You know, people see their neighbors at home. They're like, hold up. Oh yeah, Bob. I just got this remote role, and they in the house. They at the mailbox with their slippers on, and you got a
Oh,
full khaki and shirt on. That don't feel too good. But yeah, but that's all we have, man. Keep hope alive, people. We are holding the line.
yep.
We are holding the line. I had one today. Actually, they go. I'm gonna hit them over the head for some money. They're gonna make me go in the office. But You're gonna have to pay me. They're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to be like Dion. y'all bring that bag to me like that. I may have to go in there for a few days. Just there for a few days. Just a few days.
I want to thank everyone who came to the live on YouTube and came in the chat room and said hello, asked questions, all the feedback. Really appreciate you guys joining us tonight.
Yes. And with that, we'll see you in another 2 weeks with another hot show with 2 hot guests. Well, two a host and a guest. You and I. You and I. All right.
I mean, I'm hot. I don't know about you, but I know I'm hot. So.
But I mean, we're not guests. This is
2 hot hosts and a guest. How about that?
Yeah, we're gonna have a guest. We're gonna have a guest next time because I meant to reach out to her, which I got to tell you about what she had told me too. But yeah,
what are you talking about?
the girl that I found in that.
Oh,
yeah. But okay, that's it, man. We appreciate everyone. Y'all have a happy holiday. Yeah, because we'll probably be doing a wrap up right before Christmas. So, all right. I see y'all. Thank y'all. Take care.
Good night, guys.
All right. Bye.